Now, Tom Obrien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom Obrien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Let's make it a great week, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 2, NASDAQ off 12, S&P's off 2.5, gold contract up $3.10, trading at $1,621 an ounce. Silver up 65 cents at $28.15 an ounce. Platinum $1,417 an ounce. Copper $3.42 a pound. Light sweet crude down 50 cents at $89.53 a barrel. Bonds up a point at 151.03. King dollar up 12 ticks, trading out at 82.89, and the euro down 67 ticks at 122.55. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, we get to 1391, close at 1384.72. We did volume of 600 million. Now, this is about as anemic as you can get. But what does happen, of course, after a big day on Friday, you can figure that you're going to slow down a bit. What you do have here, though, is this. You get over the high, and the S&P closed underneath it with 657 million. And what that says is that the bottom line is that the acceleration last Thursday and Friday is not going to hold. That's what it comes down to. We're at 1384. So first what's going to happen is this. It's going to try to get back inside the range. You know, the last swing point out here was the 1380. The range, however, as a, you know, it would be about 1374. You get back inside 1374. What that does is, bottom line, is it's going to bring it all the way down the other side of the swing point, meaning 1329. Now, that's your S&P. We go over to the Dow Industrials, same setup in the Dow. Dow got over the highs, closed underneath them at 600 million. The range in the Dow would have to get back inside the 12,961 area. And right now, we're at 13,073. The composite, NASDAQ composite. What does the composite do? Now, this is where we're going from the strongest index to the weakest. Composite never got to the 2976 area. Just couldn't handle it. Had lighter volume, 1.7 million, closed underneath it. Once that's saying that, hey, the composite wants to come back down the other side of 2839. Russell 2000 is the weakest index. Russell 2000 is screaming that, just can't handle it. Russell 2000, the high of the Russell 2000, meaning the last, few months, was the July high of 820. Then it tried to make it up to that high in, July 5th. Then it tried to make it again July 18th and 19th. Couldn't handle it. Only got to 808. This charge forward only got to 790. The small caps, no doubt, are the weakest. After the close out here, you talk about Cirrus Logic, CRUS. They call it crush. Well, they crushed the numbers big time. It closed at 29.84, and it's trading out at 33.85. Now, listen to this number. This is an intense number. This is really an intense number. So they made the earnings number. Well, the estimate was 21 cents. They made 22 cents. But let me show you something. This is just amazing. For the second quarter, right, the estimate, their gross estimate, was 130 million. Well, they think, folks, they're going to take in 170 to 190 million. Now you're talking money. That's extraordinary. You're talking, what's that? The 40 million on top of what they were going to take in, 40 to 60. So if they took in 60, they're almost doubling their gross top line number. Huge number, no doubt about it. So that's crush. We go over and we take a look at the Seagate Technology. Seagate Technology closed at $30.43. That is trading at 28.59, and let's see what they're saying. So they missed their number. Their earnings estimate was 246. They made 241. And let's see where 28, where that shows up. So 28, that's not the end of the world for them. 28 just gets back into the gap. Yeah, and what does happen, if we go back to Crush for a second, the bottom line is that with Crush, I believe that Crush not only has some of the guts inside the iPhone, but I believe it's the Samsung deal too. So the bottom line is that the number of smartphones that going into the marketplace are extraordinary. 877-927-6648. We had Bank of America was down 3 cents. You had Micron Technology down 16. Marvell was up 28. We had J.P. Morgan Chase was down 75. We take a look at Caterpillar was off 75. You had Oxy up 61. If we go over to the bond market, we take a look at bonds. Now, this is what we had with bonds. Friday came down hard, but guess what? It still had lighter volume. Had wide price spread, lighter volume. We had out here today, she's right back inside the range. It's just at 150.11, you're back in the higher range, or at 150.102. Bonds, once again, are going to go for the highs again. Dollar index, what we have with the dollar index also came down hard on Friday. Same deal, though. Dollar index did not break a swing point, a lower swing point. Didn't have the volume behind the move on the way down. Dollar looks like it's going to have to build for more cause here in order to get into higher price. What you do have is that we are at 82.89 right now. If we go over to the euro, and what the dollar move was about, bond move was all about, of course, is that the Draghi came out and said, okay, they're going to do everything and anything they can to save the euro, including printing money. Well, the bottom line, folks, if they print euros, the euro is going to get even much weaker. And the euro on Friday couldn't even hold its highs of 123.90. Right now we're at 122.54, and anything that stays below 122.88 is a much larger ABC down. The last low out here in the euro was 120. You take the euro and we put this on a longer term basis, what you're going to see is, let's see, there she is. This little baby is making its way into the 118 area. You break the 118, and par is right around the corner. Big time, too. Gold contract. We go over and take a look at gold. What we have with gold out here, we're approaching the top of the consolidation that gold is in right now. And what we have is this. She's going to need, she had some good volume last week. What she's going to need, a few days of building cause, moving sideways. She's going to go attack this 16 to 32, 1640 area. If she has the conviction behind the move, then we're going to see some action. This can get to 1695 pretty easy. That's what it comes down to. The 1695 is the 29th, the February 29th level. But the XAU, the HUI, they both have got back inside a consolidation range that they're trading in. And they're both looking pretty good, actually. We go take a look at the silver contract. Let's take a look at silver right now. So what we have with silver is that she's trading out right now at 28.16, and she's looking up too. Silver was really taking it on the chin. Once you get back inside the 26.89 area, however, that's saying that, hey, what game is out here? Game is out here to the 29.91 area. That's the way it's set up right now. We'll go back over to these numbers on Crush are just amazing, actually. Cirrus Logic. So 29.84 closed out. It's trading out at 34.30 right now. That is going to take, I believe, another B point of an ABC structure on the way up. Yeah, it is. So the B point on this is 31.32. And this is a beauty. That could be let's see. Well, it's 11 bucks, 24.34. 12, you get 18, 24, 34, 44. It's a ABC structure can save $40. 877-927-6648. We had the Dow finish down 2, NASDAQ off 12, S&P's off 2. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.